Hey guys, welcome back. I want to talk to you today about natural pest control, which is going to be protecting your preps. We prep all this stuff. We don't want insects, rodents, etc. getting into it and ruin it, and then, that's a ton of waste. But me, always natural, but the worst thing I use that isn't natural is borax, and I'll get into that. But natural, if you do that, you don't have to worry about your other, your livestock, your poultry, your pets, your kiddos run off into your garden. You don't have to worry about any poisons or chemicals getting into any of that, or cross contamination, or if you use rat poison and then one of your other animals eats it, they get that same effect. So always go natural, and all this has always worked for me. If you've ever lived on a farm, had livestock, different things, how that mice can get into that and be attracted to those things. So I'll go over a couple things. This is a natural thing I use all the time. I just keep it out, and I haven't had any, issues, and it will kill mice, rats, is just mixing Jiffy corn mix, baking soda. It'll kill them. This attracts them. This kills them. This basically makes them, swell up inside. They can't, it's kind of that reactive thing of the baking soda and the stomach acid, and they cannot, expel that, gas when they're blowing up. That happens. They go back to their nest. They die. Whenever you do this, you just mix equal parts of each of these and you can put it in a little saucer. You can do, a dish. You can sprinkle it in different areas. Or you can take like a cheap Tupperware thing with a lid, cut a little hole in it, put the lid on it so nothing else can get on it. Put equal parts, like 2 to 3 spoonfuls of each one of these in there, and they eat it and they go back to their nest and they die. It works great, and it's a natural thing. And this, neither of these mix or anything is going to be dangerous or poisonous to your poultry, your livestock, your dogs, your cats, your kids, anything like that. It works great. So that's my number one. I do also, in my barn, I do have one of those, it's like a bucket mouse trap. I just have a 5-gallon bucket. You can buy those attachments that go to it. Some of them spin, and some of them, I think it's called walk the plank, to be honest. And you just put like peanut butter or something on there, and they just walk out there, and it flops down. They fall in the bucket. I put a little bit of water in there. I have caught some in my barn like that before. Works great. It is what it is. You got to keep the pest out. Diatomaceous earth. I've made things about diatomaceous earth. Diatomaceous earth is natural silica. We have to have it to live, but it is a honeycomb shape, and because of that, insects and things like that, it dehydrates them so much, and it kind of slices them up, kills them. Fleas, any kind of insects. Diatomaceous earth. Put it in your windowsills. Anything like that, it'll get rid of them. It'll kill them. And also, I put that and bay leaves. And I have my 5-gallon buckets I store, I do the vacuum sealing and rice and beans, and then I put it in a 5-gallon bucket. I sprinkle diatomaceous earth in there, and I put bay leaves in there. That repels and or kills any pest, insects, like that would get in there. Works great. Mint of any type. You can take mint mouthwash and put it in a sprayer, like a little spritzer, and put that around. Mint repels, especially spiders. I've even taken those Altoids that are so strong, and I've kind of put those, made that into, a powder, and put that with water and mixed it up in there and sprayed that. The spiders hate mint. That will chase them away. I put that around door frames, different areas that they may get to. As far as snakes, anybody that watches me at all, I loathe snakes. All of them. Don't want to hear it. I know there's good ones. I hate them. And if you have chickens, at some point or another, you're going to come in contact with snakes. But if you take, like the cheap jars of minced garlic, you can already get it like Walmart. It's like a big jar. It's just like generic garlic. If you take that and mix it, you can take it just like that, or to stretch it out, make it go further, as you take like cheap vegetable oil. You put the garlic into the vegetable. I don't know, say it's like one of the big gallon ones, when it's like half full or fourth. Put a whole bunch of garlic, of that minced garlic in there. Set it in the sun for several days. If it's really hot, it'll go quicker. That'll kind of ferment that, get it really stinky like that garlic. And if you take and spread that oil of garlic mix around your chicken coop, around your house, yes, it's going to smell like garlic. I don't care, but it will repel snakes. They cannot stand it. If anything eats the garlic or oil, chickens love garlic. It's wonderful for them. It's not going to hurt them, but it keeps the snakes away. I always put it in my chicken coop, around my chicken coop. I put marigolds around there also to keep pests away. So, I guess I did say like the only non-natural pest control thing I use is borax. I will mix borax, it's the soap, with sugar, and I put that out, and that will get rid of ants and roaches in a quick minute. It'll kill them. And so I use that. As far as like plants, some people do essential oils. I don't do essential oils, but a lot of the plants that keep pests away, and you can keep them by your doorways, on your patios, things like that, or in your house, is lemongrass, anything that's citrus, eucalyptus, citronella, and marigolds. I mentioned that. But all these different things, do now, keep them away, but you need to protect. You're going to have to protect your preps. And as things get worse, things pile up. It just, think of those, I guess, the movies, how they show, and everything's just a disarray, and there's mice and bugs, and things get, not as hygienic, I guess, and the trash may pile up somewhere. It's going to bring those things in. You don't want that stuff getting into your preps, into your animal feed. They bring diseases. They can, ruin a whole, stockpile of something you have. So those are things I think that you need to do. And most of it's super cheap. Most of the stuff we have already. And do that. It'll help. It'll save you a lot of money and issues. So I hope it helps you guys. Everyone stay well. God bless. And I will see you next time.